Hi, there's a lot of you. Before I begin, I wanted to share a quick anecdote. I think that's how you say it. So we had kind of a preach-on, and when I heard that my name was on the list to be preaching today, I immediately felt as if I shouldn't. And I just wanted to thank Stephen for telling me that I should, and although in the moment it seemed like a very insignificant phrase, it had a lot of impact on me. So I wanted to thank you for pushing me to do this. I was given a generally simple prompt. That prompt being, what is the meaning of life? Now, to give an equally simple answer, I will flatly say, I do not know. But this unknown might be the discernment that I am looking for. These past few days, I've lived closely with other that answer may be, singing, meditating, dancing, and at times making unknown sounds that even the divine may look at with a raised eyebrow. My ministry so far has been unique, most of it happening within the mental health system as a resident of institutions, at times having no choice in how I partake. I've been a witness to the kind of suffering that tears at the soul, knowing that it may never be fixed. I've grown up in these places filled with intensity, and although I have found healing from the reasons that led me there, I also find that my upbringing into adulthood shapes how I experience things. This week was no different. As it approached, I felt a mixture of excitement and dread, part of me screaming that I am too different. I am too wounded, and because of my different abilities, I will not belong. As I felt this, and as the day of the flight approached, my fear as well as hope deepened, knowing that I would have to face these things. Life, a word that cannot exist without the concept of death. Meaning, a word that cannot exist without the concept of uncertainty. I challenge myself and those around me to think as to how the unknown plays in our lives, but also how we place expectations into the unknown. As this week progressed, I found that I knew less than I ever had before. Although yes, I do want to follow this path where it leads, the looming trees and weather reminiscent before a thunderstorm have made this path unclear to a point where all I can do is put one foot in front of another and repeat that cycle. My path is sacred. The unknown for me is interchangeable with the divine, and as I put expectations into the future, I notice that I limit the capability of this divine. This week, I let go of throwing those expectations into the unknown and instead learn from the moment, knowing that I am surrounded by the divine, but also a sacred and special community that loves me, and I love them deeply. The divine unknown sometimes doesn't need to be known, and I hope that everybody here who hears this doesn't know. In this celebration of what we call Unitarian Universalism, nobody has a monopoly on the truth. And instead we share our small bits of truth with each other, making a body of understanding. Not unlike the cosmos, our faint light from our internal stars light up the sky to make a bigger picture. A picture at times we aren't even aware of. This week, I have had a glimpse of this picture, not knowing what it was, but able to see how sacred it was and my divine place in it. Amen and blessed be. Thank you.